Hey, Lakers fans, gather around because we need to talk about what's happening with this team right now. Going into the season, there are so many questions about how far this roster could actually go, and honestly, I think we're starting to see glimpses of something truly special. There's a version of this Lakers squad that can seriously contend for a championship. I mean, sure, there are areas that need shoring up, maybe a tweak or two to make the roster perfect, but even in this current state, the potential is undeniable. The first few games have been a roller coaster, no doubt, with wins and losses scattered here and there, but if you look closely at what's happening on the court, it's impressive. The Lakers have been navigating a brutal start with injuries hitting key players hard. Missing two of your best players would cripple almost any team. Yet this group is finding a way to not only survive, but compete at a high level. Playing on the road against teams that have been deep in the conference finals, coming out victorious, managing rotations with almost half the roster unavailable. This is no small feat, and it's not just luck. There's a growing synergy, a cohesion that wasn't guaranteed at the start of the season. Austin Reaves has been nothing short of sensational. He's stepping up in ways that are completely changing the narrative around this team. We're talking MVP-level contributions night after night, and it's forcing other players to elevate their games as well. Jake LaRavia, Dalton Connect, DeAndre Ayton, all of them are finding their spots, hitting shots, and contributing on both ends of the floor. Even if the three-point shots aren't always falling perfectly, the effort and the rhythm are there. The defensive intensity, the hustle plays, the willingness to do the dirty work. These are the moments that define a team capable of going all the way. The beauty of this situation, oddly enough, might be the absence of the stars. With LeBron James and Luka Doncic sidelined, the younger players are given the freedom to take ownership. Reaves is thriving, but it's not just him. The team is learning to function as a cohesive unit, understanding spacing, movement, and timing in ways that will only make them stronger once the stars return. Ruachura has been impressive too, though there are ongoing questions about fit and athleticism long-term. Still, the offensive output is staggering. Averaging well over 115 points per game without the two best engines in the lineup shows just how potent this offense can be. Imagine what it will look like with a full arsenal back on the floor. There's a delicate balance that the coaching staff will need to maintain once LeBron and Luka return. Reaves will naturally see a slight dip in volume, but the hope is that the team doesn't become overly reliant on stars. The young players must continue to contribute at a high level, maintaining the competitive edge they've built in these early games. LeBron will need to adapt as well, acting as the ultimate team player, the versatile Swiss Army knife who can impact games without dominating touches unnecessarily. He'll still put up numbers, still influence the game, but the goal is to keep the collective momentum rolling. When you break it down, the talent on this roster is deep, versatile, and dynamic. The front-loaded talent is impressive. LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reaves form a core that can mask a lot of inefficiencies elsewhere. The supporting cast has shown flashes of brilliance, and if the right adjustments happen, if the trade moves are smart, this could be one of the deepest Lakers teams in recent memory. Offensively, they're already performing at elite levels, and defensively, while there are gaps, the intensity and effort are there to bridge those weaknesses. The coaching staff's challenge will be keeping everyone engaged, motivated, and ready to compete over the long haul of an 82-game season and into the playoffs. It's easy to look at the early record and see inconsistency, but context is everything. The Lakers have been overworked, playing heavy minutes with a shortened rotation, yet they're producing results. They've shown resilience, poise under pressure, and the ability to execute in clutch moments. Reaves hitting game winners, players stepping up to fill gaps, the collective energy on both ends of the floor. These are the signs of a team that can contend. When the roster is whole, the ceiling is incredibly high. We're talking a team that can outscore almost anyone on a given night while maintaining the ability to defend, hustle, and adapt to challenges. Comparing this version of the Lakers to previous lineups, the difference is clear. There's more depth, more versatility, and a level of offensive firepower that rivals the best in the league. The individual talent is off the charts, but what's more important is how they're beginning to mesh as a unit. It's one thing to have stars. It's another to have stars who complement a rising supporting cast. Reeves has shown he can take the reins, and the rest of the roster is starting to show that they can rise when needed. The foundation for a championship-caliber team is being laid right in front of our eyes, and it's only a matter of time before we see how high this team can climb. The key will be maintaining this momentum and managing roles once everyone is healthy. LeBron, as brilliant as he is, will need to buy into the evolving dynamics, letting the younger players continue their ascent while positioning himself to provide crucial support at the right moments. The synergy between the stars and the supporting cast will define whether this team is a contender or just a team with potential. At the moment, the balance is delicate but promising. The energy, effort, and talent are undeniable, and the Lakers are starting to look like a squad that can compete with anyone on any given night. Now, looking ahead, the real test for this Lakers team comes when the stars return and the rotation expands. How do you keep the chemistry that's been building while also integrating LeBron and Luka back into the lineup? That's where the subtle art of managing a championship-level roster comes into play. Reeves has been phenomenal, but the magic happens if he can maintain a high level even with less volume. He doesn't need to dominate every possession. He needs to keep the confidence, keep making smart plays, and allow the stars to fit into the flow without the team losing the edge it's gained in their absence. LeBron's return is another interesting layer. At 41, his game is evolving, and his role needs to be more strategic than ever. He can't be expected to carry the same minute load as before, so he becomes a critical piece in moments that truly matter, the anchor in clutch situations, the guy who can close out games when everything is on the line. The goal is to preserve him physically while maximizing his impact. It's not about diminishing LeBron's presence. It's about optimizing it. And when you combine that with Luka, whose ability to orchestrate the offense and create for others is unmatched, you're looking at a trio that can reshape the entire landscape of this season. But it's not just about the stars. The supporting cast must continue to grow. Players like DeAndre Ayton have been quietly dominating in their roles, doing the little things that don't always make the highlight reel, but make the difference in winning basketball. Jake LaRavia and Ruchira are finding ways to impact games on both ends. And even players who have been inconsistent are showing flashes that could turn into reliable contributions. This is a team that, with the right focus and development, can go deep in the playoffs because it's not a one-dimensional group. There's versatility, athleticism, and skill across the roster, and that's exactly what you need when you're chasing a title. The offensive firepower is already elite. Even without LeBron and Luka, the Lakers are putting up numbers that would rival any team in the league. Imagine what happens when they're back and fully integrated. Reeves doesn't have to score 30 points every night. The floor spacing, passing, and movement created by LeBron and Luka will open opportunities for everyone else. The synergy is what makes this team dangerous. It's not just talent. It's intelligence, timing, and trust. When all these elements come together, defenses will have no answer for the variety of ways this team can attack. Defensively, there's room for growth, no doubt. The Lakers need to maintain intensity, rotations, and awareness, especially when the rotation is full and minutes are distributed more evenly. But the foundation is there. The hustle plays, rim protection, perimeter awareness, and effort on every possession have been encouraging signs. This isn't a team that can only rely on offense. They need to be aggressive, focused, and consistent on defense to match up against elite playoff squads. It's about finding balance and maintaining energy through the long grind of a full season and into the postseason. One of the most exciting aspects of this team is the potential for leadership and growth among the younger players. Reeves has shown he can be a game changer, but the real test will be sustaining that level as the roster adjusts. The confidence he's built will inspire others, and if the coaching staff can manage rotations effectively, there's no reason this team can't become a cohesive, high-performing unit. Leadership will be distributed, not concentrated in a single player. That balance is what allows teams to survive adversity, to adapt to challenges, and to maintain competitiveness deep into the playoffs. Comparisons to past Lakers teams are inevitable, but this version has a unique edge. The combination of veteran experience, emerging talent, and versatile offensive threats creates a team capable of matching up against any opponent. The question isn't whether they can score, it's whether they can maintain consistency, manage egos, and execute under pressure. With the right mindset and adjustments, there's no ceiling to what this roster can achieve. The pieces are there, the talent is evident, and the effort is undeniable. Now it's a matter of refining, integrating, and letting the natural rhythm of the team shine through. As we continue through the season, the narrative will evolve. Early injuries and adversity have set the stage for a compelling story of resilience and growth. The Lakers are proving they can adapt, overcome, and compete at a high level even in less than ideal circumstances. The challenge moving forward is ensuring that as the full roster returns, the energy, cohesion, and competitive spirit aren't diluted, but instead amplified. That's when this team truly becomes a contender, and all the pieces finally click together in a way that can carry them deep into the playoffs and potentially all the way to a championship. There's a sense of excitement surrounding this team because it's not just about one or two stars. It's about a collective rising to the occasion. Every player stepping up, every matchup navigated, every challenge overcome is contributing to a larger picture, a Lakers team that is deeper, smarter, and hungrier than we've seen in recent years. The potential is enormous, and the journey is just beginning. The narrative isn't written yet, but the foundation is being laid with every game, every effort, and every moment that these players show what they are capable of. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, the NBA rumor mill is buzzing again, and this time it involves one of the league's most talked about players. Marcus Smart, the defensive stalwart and vocal leader for the Boston Celtics, has reportedly dropped a statement that has sent fans and insiders into a frenzy. In a comment that has been circulating rapidly, Smart reportedly said, "If he comes, it's because they don't need me at the Lakers." The remark, short but loaded with implication, has sparked endless speculation about potential moves in Los Angeles. The Lakers, a franchise always hungry for star power, have long been linked to various high-profile trades and free agent acquisitions. Smart's cryptic comment hints at an incoming shift that could shake the league's balance of power. Some analysts are reading between the lines, suggesting that Smart is signaling his confidence in his own value while acknowledging that a major signing could alter his role or even his future with the Celtics. The phrasing, "if he comes," has fans debating who the mysterious figure might be. Names of all-star caliber players have already been thrown around, from explosive scoring guards to versatile forwards, each possibility fueling the Los Angeles rumor mill even further. What makes the situation even juicier is the history of competitive tension between the Celtics and the Lakers. Any news involving Marcus Smart and potential Lakers acquisitions is bound to set social media ablaze. Commentators are dissecting his words, debating whether it's a challenge, a warning, or simply a candid reflection of professional reality. Smart has always been outspoken, known for his fiery competitiveness and unwavering belief in his abilities. Yet this time, the comment feels strategic, almost as if he's issuing a subtle message to both the Celtics front office and the Lakers organization. His worth cannot be overlooked, and any shift in the Lakers lineup could have ripple effects across the Eastern Conference. Inside sources hint that discussions are already underway behind closed doors, with front offices weighing the risks and rewards of a blockbuster move. Meanwhile, fans are left to speculate, crafting theories about trades, free agent signings, and how Smart himself might respond if Los Angeles indeed decides to pursue someone of his caliber. One thing is certain. When Marcus Smart speaks, even in half a sentence, the basketball world listens. And right now, it seems all eyes are on the Lakers. As the season progresses, it will be fascinating to watch how the Lakers balance star power with emerging talent. Reeves has set the tone with his performance, inspiring confidence and consistency among his teammates. LaRavia and Ayton have contributed in meaningful ways, and the returning stars will need to complement this growth without disrupting the momentum. This balance will ultimately determine the Lakers' ceiling. The team has all the tools, depth, versatility, star power, and a culture of resilience to not just compete, but dominate. It's now about execution, chemistry, and staying healthy. If everything aligns, there's no reason to doubt that this Lakers team could make a deep run in the playoffs, challenging any opponent and potentially contending for the championship. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.